Hello everyone, my name is Yuchao. I'm here to welcome you to COMP1531. This time Hayden and I will be co-lecturing the course. We are all very excited to see you. So in this pre-term lecture, we'll very quickly cover the structure of the course so you can get an idea of what to expect and also get prepared for the exciting term. So we actually have a quite large teaching team. So we have almost 40 tutors joining in our team, and they will be working with you. So in this very short lecture, we'll cover briefly about the assessments, our teaching strategies, how to get help, and how to set up for the course. So we'll go through them one by one. So first of all, the assessment. So I know many of you want to learn more about assessments. In this course, we'll have labs, which count 10% of the course mark, and a group project, which counts 90% of the course mark. Learning software is quite important to learn how to work in a group, to work on software projects, because we will learn about Git and many other software practices, and they are important in a group setting. So a group project is important for you to learn the basics of software engineering. But for marking, like we mark the group project individually. So you need to make sure that you make your contributions to your group project. And you also do not need to worry too much about teamwork, because we will teach you how to manage a good team, like how to have a healthy team. But eventually the mark for the group project will be individualized. So yeah. Now we'll go through the teaching strategies for this course. So we will have lectures, we will have tutorials, labs, major project, and also a lot of help sessions. So first of all, lectures. We will have 2 2-hour lectures per week. You can find the schedule of the lectures on our course website. So here's our course website. And here on the left-hand side and the timetable, you can find the timetable of the lectures. So you can see like in week 1, Monday and Wednesday, we'll have 2 lectures, and they will be held hybrid. So all of the lectures will be hybrid, meaning that they will be both in person and also online. So you can find where the in-person lecture are. So you can click on here and you can find information about where to find the lecture theater. Oops. And you can also find the link to the online stream. So you'll be able to find all the lecture live streamings on YouTube. So if you click on here, you can see that it will be live in 2 days. And if you click on the channel link, you can get a list of upcoming live streaming. So you can find all the live streaming on this YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah, and also we'll also upload the slides for the lectures and also the recordings after the lectures, and they can be found on the coursework page. Under the content, when you click on the lectures, we'll upload slides here. We'll also upload the recordings here. We'll also have tutorials each week. So the tutorials will give you more practical information on the lectures. So the lectures will be quite high level. Its aim is to give you an introduction on the concepts, very high level. But for the tutorials, it will be more practical. You will have some interactions within your group and also with the tutor, so you can get a deeper understanding of the content. So you get to know coding, debugging, and everything. So you can find the timetable for your tutorials here. So you can find according to the code of your tutorial class, you can find when they are, who are your tutors, where's your tutorial location. So you will have two tutors for your class. And you can also find the tutorial contents on the coursework page. So they are basically here. So we will release the tutorial contents to you this weekend. So before week 1, you will have access to all the tutorial contents on GitLab. We'll share that with you soon. You may also be curious about the tutorial attendance and participation. So we strongly encourage you to attend and participate in the tutorials. They will indirectly contribute to your major project mark. As we mentioned earlier, the major project, although it's group-based, but mark is individual. So we'll talk a little bit more about that when we release the project. But keep in mind that we strongly encourage you to attend the tutorials. It will be quite useful for your learning. We will also have labs. So we'll have 2-hour labs after the 1-hour tutorial each week. You can find the lab schedule on the COMP's website here. So after your 1-hour tutorial, for example, this one, the 1-hour tutorial will be 1 to 2 p.m. and your lab session will be 2 to 4. So you will have your lab here, you will have your tutorial here, and then you will move to the lab for your 2-hour lab session. You can also find the lab contents on our course website here. So under contents, you can find the labs here. So this will also be released this weekend. So you can have access to that before week 1. So you can see that there are some comments or notes and after the labs. Some are normal, some are core. So this kind of give you some options or some help you to prioritize which one you should focus on. So the core labs are very important for you to understand the lecture contents and also get you the skills ready for your major projects. And for the week 1 labs, we'll mark them for you, but they won't count towards your final grade. So this is to help you get ready for the course, settle down in the course, and also to make sure that people joining late will not be affected. So we'll give you a theoretical mark, but they won't count towards your final grade. So it's a practice for you. But for the other labs, so all of them will make 10% of the course. So you can see that there are actually 15 labs in total after week 2. But if you get but you only need to score 10 of the 15 marks to achieve full mark in the lab components. Okay, so if you are a bit if you did not get enough or sufficient marks in the first couple of weeks, you can still catch up in the later week. So you can still get a quite good mark in the later week. So this is also helpful for those who want to get more learning resources. So we are here to provide you with more learning activities in the labs, and we will mark them for you. We'll support you for those labs, but they are kind of optional for you. So if you want to challenge yourself, if you want to learn more, we have these resources for you. But for those who just want to learn the basics, you can choose wisely, choose the core labs, work on some of the other normal labs to get the mark that is that you need to. And all the labs need to be submitted on the Monday the following week. So for example, week 1 lab we'll do on Monday of week 2. We'll specify the due date and time on each lab. So you can find the exact due time and date for each lab. So there are some variations. For example, we have a public holiday this term on Monday, so the lab deadline will be extended. And also we also have a variation for a week 5 lab due date, because we can't have a week 6 deadline. So we can't have Monday. We can't have a deadline on Monday week 6 because it's flexi week. Another thing to keep in mind is that labs are completely auto-marked, so that our lab demonstrators or tutors, they do not need to spend a lot of time marking your labs during your lab sessions. They can use the lab time to help you. So all the labs will be auto marked. So it will save time for your lab assist to help you and support you. We also have a major project, which counts 90% of the course mark. But as we mentioned earlier, the major project is individually marked. So everyone in your team will get a different mark based on your contribution to your group. And we'll explain more on this later when we release the major project at the end of week 1. So you can work on your major project from Friday of week 1 to Friday of week 10. So you will have in total 9 weeks to work on your major project. And the project will be in groups of 4 to 5. Yeah. The groups are formed prior to week 1 in response to a survey that's sent out by Yuchao. So I sent you a survey link through email earlier this week. So make sure that you have completed that survey, and based on that survey, we'll form groups for you before Monday of week 1. So we will release the first iteration of the project at the end of week 1, after all the groups have been finalized in your week 1 tutorial, and then we will release the major project iterations. You can find the major project information here on the course website as well. So when you click on here, it will be released here. So the spec of the major project will be released, and you can find the details here once it's released. Another important teaching strategy is the help sessions. So help sessions are basically drop-in sessions where you and your group can come to get further assistance outside of the class time. We will have a lot of help sessions, and you can find the schedule on the course website here, help session and the timetable tab. Okay, so we will have help sessions from week 1. Some help sessions are online, some help sessions are in person. For the in-person help sessions, they will be held, they will be in K17 ground floor help desk. So these are 2-hour help sessions that you can just drop in and get help on your learning. So these are what we call full session. So on the other hand, we also have some mini sessions. So when I click on here on the course website, you can see that we have a lot more mini sessions. So we have a lot more 40 minutes help sessions, and most of them are in person. So you can see that for example, week 1, so these are all the mini help sessions that we have. And this one is the full help session. So this one is 2-hour full session. And from week 2 onwards, similarly, we'll have a lot of mini help sessions and also full help sessions. So the purpose to make sure that you get sufficient help, so you can get help whenever you want. The help session schedule was structured around our prediction of when students will need help. So this information is coming from previous terms. So please be patient if some variations in predictions occur. So during some drop-in help sessions, we may have a lot of students. Okay, so talking about help sessions, we actually have more ways of getting help. So if you need any help throughout the course, seek the help in this order. So step 0 is actually ask for help from your team. So remember that one of the best things of working in a group is that you can always get help from your team. So you can provide feedback to each other, you can support each other, you can ask questions from each other. So the first step of getting help is actually get help from your team. And the next one is get help from the forum. So we have a forum set up for you, so you can get help from it. So you can find the link to the help site on the forum on our course website. And if you can't get like help sessions are very similar to help on the forums, but it's just more instant interaction. So if you need, feel free to come to the help sessions. We'll help you with your code, your project. If you cannot get help with these steps, the next one is like emailing your tutor or your assistant tutor. So you can find them here. So these are the tutors for your specific class. So when should you email your tutor or assistant tutor? So when you have an issue with your group, like which is not appropriate to ask on the forum or go to a help session. Like in these cases, you can always email tutor or message your tutor on Microsoft Teams. But if you have more private, confidential information, you may want to email the lectures. So you can email the course account, and Hayden and I will have access to the course email. So when should you email the lectures? When you have, for example, special considerations, when you have concerns with or you want an adjustment based on ELP, or if you have any feedback for your tutor, so which is private, like very private, you can email the course account. Otherwise, you can just get help on the forum, in the help sessions, or emailing or messaging your tutors. Another important part, like we want to mention in this pre-term lecture, is how to set up for the course. So on the course website, we have a very detailed instructions on how you can set up for the course. And we strongly recommend you to use CSE machine directly via WeLab. So this is the most easy way to set up for 1531. So you can just run one command and you finished all the setup. But you can also run everything locally. So we also give you alternatives on how to set up on Windows, how to set up on Mac systems. But if you are using Linux, we trust you that if you're using Linux, you can figure these things out by yourself. But if you need any help, just post on the forum and we will help you with setting up. We also have some technologies that we use in this course. So first of all is the course website, like we have been navigating through. We start from like dashboard, which are the recent notices. We also have timetables for lectures, tutorials, labs, and help sessions. We'll also upload contents for the lectures. You can also find contents for tutorials and labs. Major project, we also have additional practice work, like some additional resources for you. And you can also find like the getting started guide and ELP special consideration adjustments, and also the link to your grades for the course. You can also find the contact information of all of our teaching staff. So yeah. So this is our course website. Another one is the ad forum that I just showed you. If you haven't joined the ad forum, please do this as soon as possible, because we'll post announcements for this course using ad forum. Another important one is GitLab. So your labs and your major projects will be hosted on GitLab. Of course, we'll use Microsoft Teams, but Microsoft Teams is mainly for project communication, but we'll also use Microsoft Teams for online classes. But you can find the full instructions here on Getting Started page. We'll also, at the end of all lectures, we'll ask you for feedback. So we are always trying to improve our students' learning experience in 1531. So we are always looking for your feedback. So no matter whether you have a feedback about lectures, about the feedback that you get for your learning, or you have any feedback for course resources, please let us know, and we will do our best to give you a good learning experience. And this feedback survey are anonymous, like we will not record your ZID or name or any personal details. However, if you can put your name down here, we can follow up with you if we have other questions for your feedback. So we can ask you, like follow up with you for more information. But this is optional. Yeah, that's all for this pre-term lecture. I'm looking forward to see you next Monday in the lecture. Thank you, everyone.